wonderful, wonderful. All right, guys. So I texted a few people last night asking, hey, what did you want me to cover today? And everybody, it's been the same thing over and over. It's been finding clients. And guys, I've said this before and I'll say it again. It does not matter what brokerage you work for. It doesn't matter where you go. Nobody walks in the door and hands you a list of clients for you to call. It doesn't make any sense. You got to find your own clients. So I spent a lot of time kind of compiling some stuff from some books that I've read, my own personal experiences, and I'm going to run through this thing. Guys, it's going to be fast and furious because I'm going to try and stay on time. So again, I will have this thing posted here shortly on the YouTube channel and on Facebook. So make sure you're subscribed, you're in the Facebook group, because that's where all this content's going to come again, right? Okay, so finding clients. How do we do this? Sales 101, guys, typically you know where your clients are, where they exist. If you're selling something like, let's pretend I sell athletic equipment to schools. I know exactly where to go. I need to go find the athletic director of Churchill High School, and I know where he's at. He's in the athletic building, and I know he's going to be there from about 7 to about 7. I'm going to go in there, knock on the door until I find him. When you're dealing with real estate, it's a little bit different. We don't know where our next client is coming from. We just don't know. There's no telling. Nobody goes up and signs on a list saying, hey, I'm looking to buy a house in the next 5 months, okay? Nobody really does that. So it's really important that we exercise our marketing skills to stay front of mind of anybody that might want to be buying a house, okay? So that's what's really, really important when we come to finding clients. It's all about marketing. It's all about being very persistent with our marketing and making sure that we stay on top of our clients. So with that being said, I have, I don't know, a whole bunch of ways to do this. First things first, guys, you got to get centered. If you are brand new to this industry, if you are brand new to doing real estate, if this is the first job you've had in a while, if you've changed careers, whatever it is, if you are here, even if you're just doing this part-time, you need to get yourself centered on what you want and what we're doing here, okay? If you are doing this full-time, guys, get up and get dressed, okay? Have a morning routine that gets you rolling and gets you started, ready to go. Every single day, guys, I want to get up. I want to put on gym shorts and a t-shirt, but I can't do that. I've got to get up and get dressed because Lord only knows who I'm going to meet that day. Plus, I just find myself a lot more productive if I've got a shirt on, if I've kind of taken care of myself. So get up, get dressed. Secondly, goal setting. Sit down for a second and write down what you're trying to do. Every family is a little bit different. Everybody works differently. Let's pretend like you're working part-time and your spouse says, hey, look, I just need you to bring in $50,000 a year. Okay, can you do that? Okay, or maybe we just need to bring in $2,000 a month or whatever it might be. Figure that out and figure out why you need to do that. Your why is just as important, because once you have your goals, you're going to work backwards. So think about it for a second. If my goal is to bring in $2,000 a month and I sell a $200,000 house, I'm going to make $6,000 that month. Does that make sense? So it's going to cover me for 3 months. My goal is $2,000 a month. I just made 6. So that means I need to sell one $200,000 house every quarter in order to reach that goal. Now, remember, you got taxes and all that stuff, but I'm going to let you work that one. So work backwards, guys. Figure out what your goal is, and then figure out what you need to get to that goal. And then track your matrices. Track what you are doing and how it works. So every day, especially at the beginning, you need to know where you stand. Don't worry about where I stand or anybody else. As I thought about sharing my matrix here, I really don't think that's helpful. You need to understand this month, I went on 15 appointments with potential clients. And you need to track what that 15 appointments turned into. If that 15 appointments turned into one house sale, then you have a pretty good idea of what you need to do every month to sell one house. I need to be on 15 appointments. And then you need to track that every single day. Make it a game, guys. I wish I could show you right here. I have this journal. It's sitting right here on my desk. I fill this thing out every single morning. I get up in the morning. I fill it out, what I'm doing in the day, what my goals are, and what's going on. Behind that, at the end of every single day, I have my daily habits, okay? It has things in here because I also do a lot of real estate investing. I have how many online posts am I doing per day? How many offers am I doing? How many properties have I analyzed? How many mailers have I sent out? How many properties have I walked? For example, I have a goal of 10 properties to walk every single week. And as I go through the week, I write down what I've done. It makes it a little bit of a game for me. It lets me track. And so usually when I get to about Wednesday, I realize, crap, I need to walk 6 more properties this week. I get onto it. Make a list of your strengths. We all have strengths and weaknesses. Figure out what it is that you're good at. Make sure you're aware of it. Write yourself a bio. Hillary's team just wrote had everybody have bio written. Brilliant idea. You need to have one. It's going to go in a ton of places. Sit down and write a bio. If you need help, ask somebody for help. Okay. It doesn't need to say that you have been a $1 billion producer in real estate. You can have it say what you used to do. I used to be a teacher, and that is in my bio every single time, because I think that's important for people to know that I have a teaching background, because I want to help them learn whatever it is that I'm working on. Set a budget. Guys, if you have money to spend on marketing, make sure you understand what that is. If you are married, please talk to your spouse about that. If you don't have any money, that's okay. There's a lot of free stuff in here, but make sure you have a budget that you stick to, and make sure you have a schedule that you stick to. Ladies and gentlemen, I get up every morning at 4:45. 5 o'clock, I meditate for 30 minutes, usually about 25 actually. At 5:30, I get on the Peloton bike, start riding my bike. 6 o'clock, I'm in the shower. 6:30, I mean, guys, I have a schedule of exactly what I do every single solitary day. Do not think you're going to get past the schedule. The next one, guys, is KPIs and IPAs. Okay, not the beers. KPIs are key performance indicators, what it is that I'm doing to get myself ahead. I need to know that I sent out 200 mailers a week. That is a key performance indicator for me. I need to know that I've walked 10 properties. I need to know that I've done 5 white line videos. Those are my key performance indicators of what is going to make me successful. Figure out what yours are. I need to go on 15 appointments. I need to talk to 10 title companies. I need to, whatever it is. The IPA is income producing activities. Make sure you understand the difference with your KPIs. Are some of these helping you make money, or some of these just helping you get organized? There's a big difference in those. And the income producing activities need to take precedent. Okay? Make sure that you're doing what you know you need to do to make money, because guys, that is the first thing that will drive anybody out of this business, is they're not making any money. If you're not making any money, that means you haven't listened to the rest of the slides I've got going on here. Next thing you should do is do some branding. Guys, use White Lines Goodies. We got branding all over the place. If you haven't figured it out yet, we like a very clean brand that's kind of got a little bit of fun behind it. You can create your own branding. Just remember, if you do that, you have to have White Line on there or your team name on there. But you can create your own branding, but use White Lines Goodies. Save yourself some time. Create your own if you want to. Join a team. I know Hillary's on here and a couple of Hillary's teams on here. She's got Home Suite San Antonio. They've got logos. They've got branding. They've got shirts. They've got masks. Guys, they have branded themselves. When you, I promise you, in a couple of months, when you see Home Suite San Antonio, you are going to know her team, because it is a very distinct brand. If you haven't joined a team, join a team. If you want to roll with the White Line stuff, roll with the White Line stuff. If you're rolling with the White Line stuff and you don't see something that you want, hey, Colin, I'd really like to have a fill in the blank. Let us know. We'll help you with branding, okay? Social media. Guys, free. First and foremost, I've talked about this a bunch. Make your accounts. Go everywhere. LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, okay? TikTok. That's the new one, right? It's what all the kids are doing. I don't even have a TikTok. I think I have a TikTok account. I don't know. Probably should do one, okay? Make your account pages. Take a day, sit down and do this, and do it right. I noticed today when I was, or this morning when I was working on this, guys, I have not updated my LinkedIn page in days. I mean, it's been a long time. I need to update that. I need to let people know what I'm doing, what my past is, because sometimes people stalk you on that. Let them know you're in real estate. You have to let people know that every day. Make sure you're keeping with your brand and design, guys. On my Facebook page, my Instagram page, it's always something White Line. Same headshot over and over again. Make sure that it matches. Get to know your ads manager and any other marketing platforms. It doesn't mean you have to pay for it yet, but sit down, watch some YouTube videos, figure out how Facebook ads work. Facebook ad manager covers Facebook and Instagram, right? Figure out how TikTok ads work. Figure out all that stuff. Take a minute, figure it out, especially if you have a budget for ads. If you got a budget for it, figure out how it works. Don't just start buying ads. You're going to waste your time. You're going to spend your wheels. Okay. And by the way, I know for a fact in Facebook, because of the fair housing laws, if you market anything about real estate, you have to do it with a bare minimum of a 15-mile radius. You cannot say, I want to target this neighborhood with my Facebook. They can't do that. That's against fair housing. So that's what I mean, is get to understand what's going on in these rules. If you want your own website domain name, get one. Make sure it's consistent with your brand, okay? Mine's always white line column, right? When you're in social media, start joining groups. Start finding people that are looking at the same things that you are. By the way, guys, this is not, it can be real estate specific, but it doesn't need to be real estate specific. If you're not on Nextdoor, you need to be. That's the one neighborhood you know the best. Whatever your interests are, if you like quilting, going on hikes, walk, whatever it is, get involved in those groups, guys. Find out what it is that you like to do. I'm a golfer. I like to go play golf. I'm in just about every golf group in San Antonio, okay? I know every tournament that's going on. I know what's happening. I like that for two reasons. One, I can golf. Two, every now and then I find some little low-living tournament where I can pay $10 and have my picture on a poster board on the fourth hole, okay? That's huge. But I know that because I'm involved in these groups on social media. This is all free stuff. By the way, when you are in these groups, people, please stay relevant to the group. Do not become a spammer. Don't join a quilting page and do nothing but talk about real estate. By the way, with that being said, on your personal social media pages, a general rule of thumb is 1 to 4, meaning post 4 normal posts about you, your kids, whatever it is you do, and then 1 about your business. Don't become spammy on that. Now, if you have an agent page, you can post nothing but agent stuff on that all day long. Okay? So make sure you kind of weigh that out. Post daily, guys. Get in the habit. Just get in the habit. Some of y'all are not social media people. I got to be honest. I used to be really into it. It's hard for me to post every day. I forget most days. But you've got to get in the habit of posting daily. Regardless of what's it about, you've got to stay in front of people. If you want free leads, you've got to stay in front of people. So make sure you're doing daily posts, however they are. Also, since you're a realtor now, go into Zillow, go into realtor.com, go into Redfin, whatever those sites are that people use, and you can create your realtor page within there. They're going to try and sell you marketing. You don't have to, but at least update your information. Make sure you've got your website in there. Make sure you got your phone number in there. Make sure all of that, because that also helps tremendously with SEO, which is search engine optimization. Zillow, Realtor, Redfin, those guys pay a ton of money to stay at the top of their fields. And you might as well have your name in there. I think if you search Colin Quarrington, just Google it, you are going to see like my second hit is realtor.com. It's ridiculous. I didn't pay for that 1 cent. But you know what? They know I'm a realtor. Second page. Y'all tracking with me? So take a minute, go through all these. Guys, if it takes you a day, I think it's totally worth it because you need to stay in front of people. Next one, videos. Lights, camera, action. Video right now is the king of the internet, okay? Don't sit there and type something out. Nobody's going to read it, okay? Hey, guys, I just looked up the statistics for this neighborhood, and here they are. You just rattle off a bunch of numbers. Nobody's going to read it. You wouldn't read it, be honest. You're going to want videos. Videos. That's another reason why you should get dressed every morning, right? Do your videos so you look good. If you want to, you can set up an area in your house. I know some people that put a drop cloth behind them, like a green screen, so they can change the background if they want to. If you want to write scripts and do scripted videos, you can. I like to go live. My wife and I are two very different people. If I ask her to do a live video, she will freak out. She wants to be scripted. She wants to know what she's going to say. She wants to know what it's about, and she will rehearse that script 58 times. Okay? I'm good off the cuff. Whatever, I'm going to talk. I will say this, keep your videos under 2 minutes. I think Instagram makes you keep them under a minute. So keep them short, keep them sweet. And by the way, guys, going live is a great way to do that if you're on location. Don't just shoot videos in your office. That's weird, okay? You need to be out and about. You got to get out of the house, guys. 2 to 3 weekly videos. 2 to 3 weekly videos. I think that's a minimum. I try to do 1 a day. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Give value. Anytime you are shooting something about real estate, it does not need to be you saying, "Hi, friends and family. My name is Joe and I sell real estate. Call me." It doesn't work, guys. You're spam. You were flat out spam if you try that. Give value. If you go through and watch my videos, I mean, I try to do videos all the time talking about different aspects of real estate, things that people don't know. Because I do a lot of investing, I mean, I shot a video last, or was it 2 weeks? I don't even remember, about the difference of regular drywall, flame retardant drywall, and mold resistant drywall. Who cares? Nobody. But you know what's funny? I had about 5 or 6 people text me like, I really didn't know there was different kinds of drywall. I mean, did I sell them a house? No, but at least they're knowing what I'm doing and they're watching the videos. CRMs, seal the cracks. Seal the cracks. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. Okay. Whiteline, we offer Chime. We offer the Chime. What a CRM does is think kind of like a really highfalutin spreadsheet that you can set people up. So if somebody calls me, I'm going to put them in my CRM and I'm going to say they are a buyer client and I need to contact them again at this date. What this does is it allows you to follow up with people. You need to check your CRM daily. Who am I supposed to call? Guys, the number one killer and the one thing I hate most about other realtors is they are horrible with their follow-up. You have got to follow up. Man, last week I showed the slide that, I think it's something like 80% of the sales are made on the 7th or 8th phone call. You don't make a sale on the first phone call, guys. You've got to follow up, put them in a CRM. Make sure that there's some automation based into that. Ryan is the king of this. I need to get him to do a video. Chime has the ability to automate emails, text messages, all kinds of stuff. So it looks like he's texting them, but he's not. And so once a week, they get a text message from Ryan, whether he does anything or not. Brilliant. Okay. If they reply back to that text message, it cuts it off, and he's got a whole system for that. I'm going to have Ryan do one of those. Funnels. If you're doing marketing, it's not really in the scope of this one to talk about a funnel, but it's exactly what it sounds like. How do you take your 100 people that click on your ad and narrow it down to the one person who's actually buying? There's all kinds of software you can use for funnels. You can also use your CRM to help with those funnels. Paid ads. Do you have money to pay for this? Okay. What happens with me personally is I tend to run a lot of paid ads right after I close a house because I got a little extra jingle. I'm going to run those ads. I try and time them well. I try and spread the money as far as I can. Social media ads. You can offer a buyer-seller seminar. Hey, look, we're going to have a buyer-seller seminar. Why don't you come out and learn what you need to know before you buy a house? Holy crap. It's free. Okay? Whatever it is, guys, just come up with stuff. What is my home worth? That's a great another little ad. You're offering value. Hey, no obligation. Hit me with a message. Tell me your address. I'll shoot you back with a comparable market analysis. If you don't know how to do that, watch the previous videos. I know in Facebook and Instagram ads, you can create a Facebook pixel, which you can put in your website, which will help you track your leads. Guys, you got to get good at tracking which of your paid ads are actually coming out and making you money. Don't just blindly run ads. You can research more of that Facebook pixel. Google ads, same thing, guys. People are searching for certain terms. What's my house worth, San Antonio? You can pay enough money where you're the first person they click on. Google Alerts. You can also set up Google Alerts where if anybody posts anything on the internet about something, it will ping you. So if somebody says they had you can say, hey, bad realtor or whatever, it'll ping you saying, hey, Joey just wrote a blog article about how crappy his realtor is. Reach out to Joey. Hey, what happened? Read the article, right? More paid marketing. There's a ton of them, guys. That guy that just talked to us, what is he telling us? $300 and he'll mail out 50 or 65 magazines for you? There's a ton of people that do that. Research them. I've used 3-click postcards. I've used AdWorks. We've talked about all this before. Talk to them and find out verified clients. Talk to the other clients. If they won't share the client information with you, then they're not that good of a product. Don't just believe the sales pitch. Okay? Mailers. Guys, you can do neighborhood mailers. That was that 3-click postcards I was telling you about. There's a lady in my neighborhood, Judy Dalrymple, and I know her name. Never met her in my life. She works for Phyllis Browning. And I mean, about once a quarter, I get something in the mail from her. Right before football season starts, she sent me the Cowboys schedule. You know, she sends me a calendar at the beginning of the year. She sends me the Spurs schedule. It is just a way to stay in front of it if you've got the money. Events. All the time, guys. There are events going on that are looking for sponsors. I did an event last weekend that we were raising money for the out-of-work hospitality industry people. When I walked up to that place, I mean, there was, I don't know, probably 15 vendors sitting out front. Renewal by Anderson's trying to sell windows. There was an insurance company over there trying to sell insurance stuff. Guys, usually you can get in there for very cheap. If you know there's a ton of people coming, bring your cards, bring some flyers, bring all of that. We're good to go. More paid marketing. Magnets. Get a car magnet. You can get those things made. We use Alpha Graphics. I don't know, they're like $100. I like magnets because you can put it on your car, but if you're going out to a nice fancy dinner, you can just rip it off so that way you're not having a valet driver on your marketing machine. I've seen guys do some big stickers and wraps. Cameron Whitehead has his entire tailgate wrapped of his truck. Great marketing. You're sitting in traffic, somebody's staring right at you. And guys, billboard. I mean, I can go on and on about paid marketing. You see it everywhere, okay? Find out what works for you, what fits your budget. Open houses, okay? I want to be where the people are. Guys, open houses are a great place to find buyers. Most people don't like doing open houses. This is a huge opportunity for you to go in and do this. Ask White Line agents with listings. I know Home Sweet San Antonio, again, I keep talking about Hillary, but she does such a good job of marketing, keeping stuff in my face. They had a big open house last week sometime. She had the entire team show up. I don't know how it went, I'll be honest with you, but I do know she was doing something. So that's huge. I know Hillary sells houses. Jessica was there. I know Jessica sells houses. She's on my Facebook page. I saw it. This is also great if you have another White Line agent that has a listing saying, hey, can I do an open house for you? I would love it. I would love you to do an open house for me. Okay? Figure out what it is. You can make realtor friends and ask them, hey, I noticed you have a house for sale out there. Have you done an open house? Can I do one for you? 9 times out of 10, they're not going to care. Because remember, they're going to get the commission for selling the house. It makes them look good because they're having an open house, and you get to go in there and hang out, and every person that walks into that house is a potential buyer. Have a sign-in sheet, have them fill it out, put it all down there. Now you've got a list of potential buyers for free, for the cost of a sheet of paper and a pen. You can get a list of potential buyers. The better you market that, the better it's going to go. For sale by owners, if you've got somebody, and you can actually look this up, guys, you can look it up on Zillow and Redfin and all that kind of stuff, the for sale by owners. Call the for sale by owner and say, hey, I'm a licensed realtor. I'm great at marketing. Can I do an open house for you? You know what I mean? If I bring you a buyer, will you pay me my 3%? Talk to them about it, okay? They don't tend to market. They just put a sign in the yard and put it on Redfin. That sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Market it for them, guys, with videos. When you're at the open house, walk through with the live video, show all the great stuff in the house, walk through ahead of time. Make sure that you've got this. By the way, guys, if you're not good at editing videos, so when I do a walkthrough of a house, I'll shoot a video. You can use your phone, that's fine, but if you can upgrade, get a better camera. If you can't edit videos, guys, I edit all my own videos using my Mac, using iMovie. Okay, I can get pretty far with that. If you don't want to do it, find somebody that'll edit videos for you. There's a bunch of them. My favorite place to look for stuff like that is Fiverr.com, Fiverr, 2 R's.com. Go on there and say, hey, I need you to edit this video down to 2 minutes, put some cool music, and I'll pay you $20. And they'll do it for you. It's great. Usually it takes them a day or 2. Think about your open houses, guys. Plan ahead. Don't hold an open house on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Nobody's going to be there. You need to have good timing. Saturdays, Sundays. If you're going to do it Sunday, don't do it before lunch. Do it after lunch. People are in church, right? If you're going to do it Saturday, make sure you have the time. Work the whole thing out. Capture your buyer leads. I talked about that. And give value. That is going to be a reoccurring theme in everything that I say. Don't shamelessly plug yourself. Give somebody value. That's what you're doing when you offer somebody to do their open house for them. You're giving value. You're showing them a marketing stream that they don't want to do or haven't done. When the people come into the house, don't talk about how they're the greatest person in the world. Ask them questions. What are you looking for? Well, we really want a 4-bedroom. Well, you know, with this one's 3-bedroom, you might be able to turn the closet or the garage into a bedroom. I don't know. Give value when you're talking to them. Say, hey, is it okay if I call you and show you some of the other 3 in the area? That's value. They want to know what's for sale in that area. Follow up. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. Do not let people fall through the cracks. You've got to follow up. You need a CRM. You need a system to follow up with people. Be pleasantly persistent. This is a tricky line, guys. It's a tricky, tricky line. By pleasant, I mean exactly that. Don't become aggressive. Don't get mad if they don't answer your call 15 times in a row. Call the 16th time, okay? And smile when you're calling. Offer new information every time you follow up with somebody. This took me a while to get right when I was in my sales career, guys. I would just walk in the door going, hey, I'm back. Yeah, and you got to come up with something new to say. If you've got a buyer client, call them up saying, hey, did you see that email I sent you last week at that one house? I think that's a great house for you. Hey, real quick, I just wanted to let you know 4 more houses came in that neighborhood you're looking for. Hey, I just want to let you know, bring some new information when you call. That makes you more pleasant than just going, hi, remember me? It's weird. Ask questions. When you follow up, you need to ask questions. Questions are the blood of selling, not talking. Questions. Did you like that one? Are you still looking? Right? How's the family? How's the wife? I noticed at the open house, she said she was starting a new job. How's that going? Guys, that's huge. And you can put that information in your CRM. If you're not utilizing your CRM, you're way behind, guys. Follow up. Follow up. Follow up. Okay? I'm not saying you need to call them every 10 minutes, guys, but get on a schedule where they will not forget about you. People tend, like, I can't remember the stat, but it's like 60% of people work with the first realtor they meet. But it's the first realtor they meet when they're in the market. You need to get in front of these people, and you need to wait until they're ready to buy, and you don't know when that is. So you've got to follow up so that you know when they are ready to buy. Immerse yourself in the community, guys. You cannot do this job sitting behind that desk. I have never met a realtor that sells 1 million houses a year sitting behind their desk. I'm sure there's somebody out there. I'm sure there's some guru selling a course on that. But you can't do that, guys. You got to get out in the community. Join a club. Join the Key Club. Join the Elks. Join the Rotary Club. Get in front of people that find something that you like. If it's a sewing club, go to church. Get involved in your church. Teach Sunday school. You know, be a Eucharistic minister. Do something. Be involved. Help with the kids. Help with something. Networking groups. There's a ton of networking groups out there, guys. Toastmasters International. That teaches you something, and you do a lot of networking there because people that want to learn how to speak are going to be there. Why are they learning to speak? Right? Find out. Ask questions. Take a class. Guys, I know right now it's kind of shut down, but I mean, go to those classes that, like, I live in Northeast ISD. Northeast ISD, you know, every semester sends me a class catalog. Go learn how to do pottery. Go whatever tickles your fancy, but get out there, because when you're out there learning what you want to do, they're going to ask you, so what do you do? I'm a realtor. Be nice in the class, be helpful, be personable, and then all of a sudden they're going to call you. Okay? Maybe you could take a class on marketing. Right? Those are out there. Buy local. That's huge. Especially if you live in like I know Joey, she lives, I think Spring Branch or something like that. She lives up there. Buy local, guys. Don't go to Schlotsky's, go to mom and pop sandwich shop. Get the face in there where they recognize you, okay? They're gonna recognize you, they're gonna see you. If there's those, all the local restaurants are the ones that allow you to put your business cards up, right? I mean, buy local, go to the farmers markets, talk to those people. If you're at a farmer's market, set up a booth, right? Find out what that takes. I mean, there's a ton of these. Teach seminars. Guys, I teach a lot. I teach a lot of things, not even real estate. That's kind of what I like to do. I like to go out and teach people. I tend to teach a lot about sales and teach a little bit about real estate. I also teach during the summers. I didn't this summer, but I'll go out because I was a music major. I'll go out and teach band camp. Now, guess what? High school kids aren't buying houses. But those kids learn how cool Mr. Corrington is, and all of a sudden their parents are talking to me. What do you do? Well, I'm not really a teacher anymore. I do real estate. Boom, my name's in front of them. Oh, really, man? I'm a whatever. Well, let me get your card. Okay? Know your market. Know your market. That's your job. You need to spend some time researching. Preview 5 vacant houses a day. That's a big goal, but you can do it. Go look what just came on the market, find out which ones are vacant. They tend to be go-in shows. Drive over there and look at the house. You're going to learn a lot about your market. It gives you an opportunity to shoot a video. If you walk in the house and it's a dump, well, now you know that house is a dump. If it's absolutely beautiful, Jessica and I did this one day. It's funny that I'm saying this. Jessica and I were down looking at this investment property, total turd of a house, right? As we're walking down, there is a beautiful 3-story brand. I mean, it was decked out. I can't even, it was an unbelievable interior design job, right? Selling for something ridiculous, $500,000. I had my daughter with me. I walked through the house just filming it. It was vacant. It was a going show. I walked through just filming it, saying, hey guys, here's an idea for a really cool kitchen. My daughter asked me this morning, I'm not making this up, about the greenhouse we went to. Can we live there? She still remembers that house. She's 6. People are going to remember those kind of silly things that you do. Okay, video it, guys. I'm telling you, video. Research the marketing trends, okay? Find hot neighborhoods. This will serve you later. Find the neighborhoods where there's high turnover, okay? You can figure that out. Go to the MLS. If you can't figure that out, go to the SABOR or whoever you're with and ask them. Become the expert, guys. You need to know what's going on. Testimonials. Have someone else sing your praises. Guys, you don't want to tell everybody how good you are. You want to show them. If somebody's going to tell somebody how good you are, it needs to be somebody else. Okay? If you have sold people before and not gotten testimonials from them, call them. Help them out. Like, what do you mean a testimonial? Give them some examples. Here's an example of a testimonial, guys. Written is good. Video is better. If you can get a video testimonial, that is awesome. Okay? And then just market the crap out of it. Shout it from the rooftops. Here I am. Here's what I do. All right? Get smarter. Go learn something. Okay? You're never done learning. I like this one. Get a designation. Have you ever seen a realtor with a business card that's got a bunch of letters after their name? Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You've got to do continuing education, so you might as well learn something. I know that there's a military relocation. If you're a former military or if you like working with military, you got family in the military, get the military relocation designation, guys. You can get a luxury property designation. There's a whole, it's a lot about marketing. Now, I will say this also, luxury property, there's a requisite to get it. You have got to have sold, I don't know what it is, like 2 houses in the past 6 months that are, you know, twice the value, the average house value in San, whatever it is. But figure it out. If you catch yourself doing that, go get the designation. They have buyers experts. They have sellers experts. That's what those letters after people's names mean. Go get one. Then you can market yourself as, hey, I'm smart at doing this. If you like working with military and you're a military relocation expert, you go out and you learn everything you need to know about VA loans. You learn about what it takes for them to actually travel. Figure it out. Market the crap out of it. Who do you know You've got friends, really. You do. You got people that you know and love. Have you talked to them? All of them. Guys, it is okay to call somebody and say, hey, man, it's been a while. How are you doing? How many people in your phone right now have you not talked to in 6 months? Look, James is already on the phone. I like it, dude. Go. He's not even listening now. All right. Guys, tell them your story. Hey, man, it's been a while. What's going on? Not much. What's going on with you? Well, you know, it's kind of funny. I just moved. I started a new job. This is what I'm doing, right? You know what? I decided to leave this industry and go do this one. Guys, I left an industry I was in for 10 years. I was big. I mean, I was nationally recognized, not just within my company, within the industry. Everybody knew who I was in my particular industry. It's kind of a weird industry, but you know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Everybody knew who I was. I started calling everybody going, and they called me. What are you doing now? Hey, man, I'm doing real estate. Awesome. Here's what's funny. Oh, man, I got to tell you, like a lady that I used to manage out in El Paso has decided to move to San Antonio. Guess who her realtor is going to be? Okay. One of my old fraternity brothers that I ran into at homecoming last year just bought a new house. I mean, guys, these are my clients that I have right now. He just closed. If y'all watch my social media page, I just took him a Tiffany's wine set for a closing gift. I hadn't spoken to that guy in years. I ran into him at homecoming last year. He told me he's going to be looking at the beginning of this year. Got the house. Okay? It's who you don't expect, guys. Talk to your old friends. Tell them why you did it. This is big, especially if you've been in a sales position and now you're changing.
Did you finish your schoolwork?
Let's pretend you used to sell insurance and now you're selling real estate. You need to explain your why you chose to do that. That's important. Okay, whoever that is, Allison, mute yourself. You need to explain why you're doing your stuff, guys.
Is she done?
And make it compelling. Take a minute. Remember I told you to figure out your why? You need to understand that before you call your people. A lot of people ask me why. And I said, you know why? My why, I can tell you straight up what my why is. When I was doing all this stuff, I was making good money in sales. I decided to start investing. I got real tired of dealing with realtors. And they kind of laughed because I am one now, right? They're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, most realtors are idiots. I say it just like that because they're my friends. That's kind of how we talk to each other. I was like, most realtors are idiots. And it drove me insane. I couldn't buy a house out of the MLS because they didn't understand how investors worked. So I got mad, went and got my own license. But then the problem with that is I had to join a brokerage. And most brokerages didn't understand what I was looking for. Drove me crazy, so I opened my own brokerage. So if you're looking for somebody who's going to keep it real, shoot you straight, and get you the house that you need at a good price, that's what we do. Keep it friendly. Don't turn into a weird salesperson. Hey, by the way, at the end of every conversation you have, not just when you're doing this exercise, but every conversation, ask for referrals. Again, the statistics are crazy. Like 80% of people you talk to are willing to give you a referral. 6% of salespeople actually ask for them. Hey, man, so yeah, if you know of anybody, let me know. I'd be happy to help them out. I get a ton of clients just asking that question. Talk to strangers. Make friends. This past Saturday, I was working that event. Remember I told you I was going to help out at that fundraiser I just told you about? I shot a quick video, a live video for y'all, the agents. I put it on the Facebook page. For some of y'all saw it. I'm just in the corner talking to my camera by myself, reinforcing this fact. As soon as I hit stop live video, hold on, it's right here. Where's this card? Right here. Patrick Thurman came up, bought me a beer, and told me, man, I really like what you were saying on that video. My wife and I are looking for a house right now. She's getting frustrated. Oh, really? What are you doing? Oh, she's going on Zillow. That frustrates people, whatever. I got to talking to him. Guys, talk to strangers, make some friends. Wherever you're going, reach out to people, meet new people daily. Schedule your personal task. Are you being busy or productive? This job right here offers a lot of freedom. This is probably the one thing I am most guilty of. I can stay very busy all day long and still get nothing done. If you need to go to the dry cleaners, if you need to go get your oil change, schedule it. I'm getting my oil changed at noon. Up until noon, this is what I'm doing. Okay? Don't let the day take control of you. If you are honest with yourself, you can, you know you've done this. Well, I'm going to go grocery shopping, then I'm going to unload the groceries, and then I noticed I needed to recycle this, so then I went out. Guys, you're wasting your day. Schedule your personal task, especially if this is your full-time job. Okay? I was talking to Jessica earlier. She's got, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, and I got to pick my kids up at 3:30. She had everything scheduled until 3:30. She knew she had to do it. Don't lie to yourself, guys. Remember I talked about those income producing activities? That's huge, guys. I told myself I'm going to make 10 calls a day. You better make your 10 calls a day. Don't tell yourself, well, I really had to go get my oil changed and that kind of took longer than I thought. No, if you have a schedule, take your list with you. Go stand in the parking lot and make your phone calls. Don't lie to yourself, guys. It's super easy. Investors. Did you know that investors buy houses, guys? Did you know that? Join investor groups. There's a ton of them out there on Facebook. There's a ton of them. Okay? Go to the meetups. Go listen to the investors speak. You're going to find out what they like. What I like about investors is they buy multiple houses a year. Okay? When I met Eric was buying 100 to 120 houses a year. Would you like to have him as a client? That'd be awesome. Know what they're looking for. Eric had a very, very specific set of criteria. I would scour the MLS looking for him. Every time I brought him a house, he'd pay me $1,500. Like clockwork, guys. You got to know what they're looking for. Bring it to them. Help them sift through the crap. If you go on right now and say, I'm looking for fixer-uppers in Sabor, you're going to find a ton of them. Some people think a fixer-upper means it needs paint, and investors aren't going to pay for that. Did you know that investors sell houses too? A lot of flippers need somebody to put it in the MLS for them. Make friends with these people. I will put it in the MLS for you. The guys that own my company are investors. They know how to market investment properties. They have taught me how to market investment properties. When you're done with that one, let me list it for you. I'll put it in the MLS. You can walk away. I'll do everything else. Investors tend to be pretty lazy too, by the way, in case you're wondering. Form your team. Get a team together, guys. Get a team together. What do I mean? Yes, you need a team before you find a client. If you are brand new, spend a day doing this, guys, maybe 2. You need an RMLO, residential mortgage loan originator. Y'all know who mine is. Why? I have met with tons of them. Guess who I love? Robin. Smartest, most helpful, whatever it is. Guys, if you don't like Robin, that's fine. But find you one that you like. Find you one that you work well with, because you're going to be talking to them a lot. Find a title company, guys. Go around, interview title companies. Again, in case you don't remember, title insurance is a set cost. They cannot charge any more or any less. It is set by the Texas Department of Insurance. So find one that you like. Okay, if you like one with a big fancy building, find them. Go interview them. If you like one that has a mobile component, because you work in rural areas and you don't want your clients having to drive 45 minutes to close, find them. Guys, I found one of those yesterday. I did a closing the other day. This lady right here, Lucia Johnson, super nice, super professional, loved everything she did, and she was mobile. She would go wherever you went. We went and closed at their house. They loved it, okay? So I've got her sitting on my desk too because I find somebody else. You can get data from your title companies, guys. They can help you with market trends. By the way, they can give you all kinds of crap. I mean, what to expect when you're buying, what to expect when you're selling, what all these little forms and pamphlets and blah, blah, blah. They've got all of that, guys. Go ask them, hey, do you have any marketing materials to help me out with? Oh my God, they'll throw up all over you. As a matter of fact, have them take you to lunch, guys. I've gotten more free lunches from title companies. It's great. And then they come and they throw all this information up. So you're like, I know I look like a genius. Colin, man, you've come up with all this great content. Actually, guys, I beg, borrow, and steal it. You know what I mean? How to buy your home. You know, I get 4 of those from different title companies, and I put what I like in it and give it to you guys. Very few of my thoughts are original thoughts. Come to learn as I get older. Inspectors, go interview some inspectors, okay? Because if you're representing a buyer, they're going to need an inspector. Learn what those people do, everybody. Tell me what your job does. What does it entail? What doesn't it entail? A lot of people think that a title company is responsible for clearing title issues. That is not the case, ladies and gentlemen. The title company's job is to find the issues. Maybe you need to ask them, if there is an issue, can you help point me in the right direction? I'm pretty new. Yeah, we'll introduce you to Susie down at the courthouse. We got to do this. I think Mission Title was always touting about how they have the oldest whatever library in San Antonio and whatever. I mean, everybody's got their own shtick, right? Learn what they do, ask questions. Guys, would that be a good time to do a video? I've done videos with Robin. I've done videos with escrow agents. I've done videos with inspectors. I've done videos. Guys, it is content. You need to produce useful content that people want to watch. That's not salesy. I love going with inspectors. Guys, by the way, I just thought of this series literally right this second. When you get an inspection report, they tend to be scary. Inspectors are scared they're going to get sued. They're going to put everything down on here. One of the things that always shows up, especially in houses that are older than about 2 years old, is the water heater lacks something called an expansion tank. Maybe it would be a good idea for your inspector to shoot a video with you about what is an expansion tank and why is it important? Is it necessary? And that way later you can show your clients, well, look, I met with an inspector and this is what it does, and maybe or maybe we don't need to cancel the contract over that. Vendors list. By the way, guys, it is a very dangerous practice to recommend one inspector. One person, because if that inspector screws up, guess whose fault it is? It's yours. Recommend multiple RMLOs. Home warranty people, foundation people, roofs, plumbers, electrical. Guys, they want to know. The minute, like the people that I just closed on 2 weeks ago, they're already calling me, asking me, hey, do you know somebody that can fix this for me? I do. Guess what? They're still reaching out to me. I'm still helpful. I'm still relevant in their life. And their dad is going to have me list his condo for them. I mean, guys, it's just how it works. You got to be helpful. Be careful who you refer, guys. Be careful. Again, do not give one option to anybody. Give 3, give 4. You can say, I like this guy and he's my favorite, but here's a bunch of them. But make sure you don't just say you need to use this person. By the way, also, some of these people will give kickbacks. I know Home Warranties do that. Home Warranty is the only company that I do not recommend. Like, I'm like, hey, this one is good or bad or whatever. I don't do that because every home warranty company is going to piss somebody off. Every one of them. I don't care who you pick. They are going to upset the client at some point. And I tell them that. It's important to have one, especially for your first year. Let's get it in the contract. I don't care which one you pick. Just Google it. They're probably going to irritate you, but it's nice to have on the back burner. It's exactly how I explained it to them. Gratitude. This is big for me. It's something that I have to work on personally every day, is taking a minute to be grateful for what's going on. It changes your perspective on life, which changes your attitude, which makes everything going forward that much easier. Take a minute to express some gratitude, guys. It just changes the whole universe. I mean, it draws things into you. Guys, write thank you cards. I wish my camera was working. Literally on my desk, I bought them from Amazon. It was a box of like 100 thank you cards. My goal is to write one thank you card a day. Whatever it is, somebody somewhere that I did something, I mail them a thank you card. Guys, the 2 weeks ago, it was funny. I just got in the mail back. We had an insurance guy come talk to us and bought us lunch at one of our trainings. I wrote him a thank you card. Thank you for lunch, man. I really appreciate that. Okay. Now it got returned. That's why I'm thinking about it. Apparently he doesn't have the right address on his business card. Bad practice. Find your troubled listings. Okay. Find the troubled listings. Anything that's expired, canceled, for sale by owners. That's how you find it, by the way, guys. If a listing is expired or canceled, something went wrong. Okay. If I have a listing agreement, I'm going to extend my listing agreement if I haven't sold it yet. If they refuse to extend it, they're probably mad at me. So if your listing is expired or canceled, something went wrong. You can look those up in the MLS, search expired listings. Search the old ones, search the new ones. Maybe it expired 2 days ago, maybe it expired 6 months ago. Those are phone calls worth making, guys. Go knock on the door. Aha, door knocking. My favorite. Everybody's terrified of this one. It's kind of fun. Takes a little while, okay? Door knocking. By the way, this one always comes to mind because I had a friend of mine who started working at Edward Jones, and he kind of laughed because their first piece of advice was go buy some good shoes. You're going to walk around and knock on doors trying to offer financial advice. Think of how hard that would be. Okay? Now I want you to go back and think about it for 2 seconds. How many Girl Scouts have knocked on your door? Why are 7-year-olds not afraid to do it, but we are? Stupid. Okay? Well, because everybody wants cookies, not always, right? Good places to go door knocking, apartments. Hey man, if you're ever looking to buy a house, let me know. You get tired of this, I can get you, by the way, guys, don't go into the hood and knock on those apartments. It's a really bad idea. But if you go into the high-end apartments where people are paying, $2,000, $3,000 a month, those are good ones. Okay, be careful, don't get in trouble soliciting, right? Watch all your signs and all that good stuff. Your neighborhood. I actually knocked on my neighbor's door the other day, guys. Okay, I've got a little remodeling company. Their fence blew over. It's a $500,000 house. I went and knocked on the door. Again, I was dressed up that day. I drove by, saw their fence had blown over, knocked on the door. Hey, my name's Colin. I actually live 2 blocks over. I saw your fence fell over. I own a remodeling company, right? Guys, you can do the same thing when you do this in hot neighborhoods, but you have to bring value. When you find that neighborhood that has a ton of action, bring value. Hey, how are you doing? My name's Susie. I'm a realtor. I just wanted to let you know, this has been a great neighborhood right now for buying and selling houses. I don't know if you ever thought about selling, but here's the trends in your neighborhood right now. Here's what's going on. If you'd like to, I'd love to run a CMA. If you're ever thinking about selling or buying, let me know. What's really funny is my dad told me, my dad's a real estate appraiser up in Minnesota, northern Minnesota. And he told me when he got his realtor license, that's the first thing he did was go into his neighborhood and knock on doors, say, hi, my name's Colin. I live 3 doors down. Just want to let you know I'm a realtor. If you're ever thinking about buying or selling or know anybody, that's it. This is a hard one to get over, but I promise when you get to about the 5th door, you're not going to care anymore. By the way, if they don't answer the door, leave something of value. Don't stick your card in there. Nobody cares. Make a flyer. Go to Fiverr.com, make a flyer with the neighborhood trends and values, and have something on there saying, hi, my name's so-and-so, I live in the neighborhood. Just thought you'd like to know this information. If you're ever thinking about buying or selling, give me a call. I mean, the flyer is going to take you $10 to have it made. Make the copies. By the way, make good copies. Don't use the crap printer and make black and white copies. Make good ones. Have fun, guys. Have fun. Smile, 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 smile every day. This is a fun job. You're going to get frustrated. It's going to happen. You're an entrepreneur, guys. This is what everybody dreams of. They dream of a job where they can control their own schedule, go to work when they want, and do whatever and make as much money as they possibly can. What most people don't understand is it's hard and there's a risk. But I have fun every day doing what I'm doing. I'm always smiling in my videos. Guys, I have stress too, just like anybody else. Right now, there's a lot going on in my world. But you know what? I'm still going to have fun with it. And I'm not going to complain to you guys about it. Don't complain to anybody. Smile. Get your thoughts straight and go to work. Okay? Don't take anything personally, guys. If you were on the call last week or the week before, I literally got screwed at $20,000 in commission. Got screwed by a friend of mine that I've known for a decade. He didn't really do it on purpose. It's kind of a long story. Go watch the video. But you can't take it personally. I'll never forget, I have a friend of mine with my last sales job. His name is Robert Pitts. He lives in St. Louis, Missouri. And him and I were friends, and we'd call all the time. And I can't remember what I called about, but I called him up, and I was bitching and moaning and throwing a fit. And he let me talk for about 3 or 4 minutes. And then he goes, Colin, and he interrupted me. I was like, yeah. And he goes, you got 5 more minutes. I'll listen, but then you're going to get over it. And that was without a doubt the most mature thing anybody had ever said to me. And at the same time, really changed the way I thought about complaining. It doesn't help anything. Just move on, guys. Don't take it personally. The answer's behind the next door. That's an old sales secret. Okay? Go to the next phone call. Oh, you sorry, something. Thank you. Have a great day. Call the next person. Go to the next meeting. Go to your next event. Go knock on the next door. The answer's behind the next door, guys. The law of diminishing probability. I love this law. You use it, it's mostly used in statistics, but it's not a real thing. The way I always explain it to everybody is if you flip a coin, you have a 50-50 chance of it being heads or tails. If you flip a coin a second time, you have a 50-50 chance of it being heads or tails. If you flip a coin 10 times and they're all heads, what is the chance of that 11th coin being heads as well? Technically, it's 50-50. But if you look at it over the long run, what are the odds of getting 11 heads in a row? That's very low. So I always use that in sales on the reciprocal. How many no's can I get? When I manage salespeople and they would call me crying and they just got their head kicked in and it's just been a rough day, I would tell them, hey, look, you can go home. You can go home as soon as you get 10 no's in a row. Walk in, ask them to do business with you. If they say no and you get 10 of them in a row, you can go home that day. Because guess what, guys? It never happens. You can't get 10 in a row. Try it. Okay? Real estate's a little different. You get a lot more maybes, but a maybe's not a no. So, okay? Guys, there it is. That's what I've got to say. Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? I would turn my video on, but for some reason it's not working.
I do.
What's up?
So kind of what prompted me needing, requesting to talk about this a little bit is I joined up my local Chamber of Commerce, and which is great because I'm networking with a lot of local businesses and stuff like that. But something I've noticed is I've been getting a lot of phone calls and from different marketing type, I don't want to say gimmicks, but kind of like there was one where he, they make magnets and they just use one realtor, and then they make like one plumber, and then the local police departments and fire departments and everybody hands them out. And then I just got one yesterday in regards to Planet Fitness. My local Planet Fitness, they're having a marketing thing where you pay a certain amount of money and your face is up on the screen being advertised and periodically and all that kind of stuff. I think where I'm having a hard time is I'm not really sure where to invest the money. I mean, I have a budget of how much I want to spend. Like I'm actually going to be at a golf tournament doing my first, have my own little thing out there and stuff like that. But I don't know where to spend my money, my ad money. I mean, obviously I'm new. I'm not making a ton of money because I don't have a ton of clients. So I'm trying to be smart about it. Does anybody have any advice on what they have used in the past that's been,
Well, my advice, don't spend it if you don't got it. Okay?
If it's in my
I would tell you, if you're going to spend money on marketing, do it after you've called everybody you know.
Okay.
After you've had everybody on Facebook, after you've done all the video, you know what I mean? Don't spend the money on that, because marketing can be just a hole that you throw money into. Okay? It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. I will say this, 99.9% of what I do comes off of my referrals, off of my Facebook stuff. Guys, every client I have right now, every client I can think of that I have right now is coming to me for free. I've even stopped taking OpCity leads because I don't like paying that 33%. I'm busy enough. Okay. Or I would tell you, take advantage of the OpCity stuff. Take advantage of the stuff that you pay on the back end, not on the front end. You can pay a higher rate, but just don't get yourself in a hole. You know what I mean? If you can do it for free, do it. Offer
Yeah.
value, bring value, and do it. At the golf tournament, you know what I mean? I wouldn't pay for a table. I'd ask them if they needed help handing out koozies at hole number 7. You know what I mean? Go hand out the koozies and put your card in the koozie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
figure out how you can do it as cheaply as possible, especially at the beginning. Because like I said, if you spend your entire life savings on marketing that doesn't work, you're dead in the water.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, I agree with you. Speaking of Op City, I signed up for that. I haven't gotten one.
Oh, I'll check it out for you. Let
Okay.
me see.
I mean, they gave me one, but then it got disconnected and it got all wonky, and I called them and I spoke with them about it, and then I have not gotten anything, and it's been probably a month, over a month.
Yeah, let me look at your account, make sure you didn't do something wrong.
Well, no, it's because I don't have any sales, and so they have me in the newbie
Merging.
program.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
I think I'm like, I get the bottom of the barrel, but the problem is like, I'm not even given an opportunity to attempt. You know, I can't get the experience they want me to get to up my status
Right.
if I'm not even getting
It's
an
like any
opportunity.
job. It's like any job. You can't get the job without experience, but you can have experience without the job.
Exactly. I'm just like, I don't know if something went wrong with it or what, or if that's just normal. So anyway.
No. Go slow. Call everybody. Call your entire phone book. Every one of them. And you can pay for marketing.
Well, a lot of my networks in California, so I don't think you really want me doing that.
Then go knocking on. Dude, there's a lot of Californians moving here, number one.
I
Number
know,
two,
trust me, I know. That's
number
part of
two,
my,
then go knock on every door in your neighborhood.
thankfully I'm from Northern California, which is a lot better than,
But it's on fire, isn't it?
yeah, it is. Actually, I've been sending out, I don't want anybody to judge me. I've been sending out messages to local realtors and real estate places up there. So they're saying, hey, if you have any clients you know of or people that you know of that are relocating to Texas, here's my information. I work in this area.
Brilliant. Love it.
So anyway. Okay.
Gosh, well, anything else, guys? I hate to cut you short, but my bookkeeper just got here, and we are on day 2 of Fun with Collins books.
No, that was perfect, Colin. Thank you so much. There's a few things, but I'll just touch bases later about it on my end.
Wonderful. Y'all have a great day. Go out there, kill it.
Thank
All right,
you.
Carl. Have a good one.